newcomers!
God damn it!
How's this for a warm welcome?
I just wanted to land somewhere where I'm not gonna have to murder people. The fact that they're not responding to our hails, and the telemetry shows a trail of macro batteries. They're not here for a chinwag. Ready to issue orders to prepare for battle at your command. Wait, what? Where did they come from? And why haven't you noticed them before? The rubbish of Firmundus. And I'm not talking about these wrecks that are about to open fire. I mean the remains of meteorites, gas clouds refused from the shipyards. It's all bunches together and smaller ships hide behind it to harass ships as they emerge from the warp. Could this be the work of Conrad Voigta? Silence over the Vox lasts for several seconds. It's possible. He could have hired some scum, or maybe it's just a pirate who saw the state of our ship and decided to push his luck. On my orders, all stations get ready for void combat. We're gonna go do some void combat. And now I'm regretting not looking at my ship more and updating it. We should be fine though, right? Should be. Let's do it. This is so cool. Do we have to dodge these? You have engaged the enemy in space combat. Battles in space on the surfaces of the planet work quite differently from one another. In space combat, the battlefield is separated into two free zones marked by various degrees of brightness. Acceleration, mid-movement, end movement. Okay. Ships travel at high speeds even during combat, which is why both your ships and those of your enemies must move a certain distance each round. You can only end your turn once your ship has traversed this minimum required and distance. Oh, right, okay. To move the ship, click on any. Okay, I got it. Got it. So we're going to fight in space. Your ship is equipped with an arsenal of weapons which differ in terms of range and fire and offer you a variety of ways to assault your components. Opponents, not components. The ship can attack with each of its weapons once per turn. Note, these can be fired as ship moves, as attacking does not end the ship's movement. Each of the ship's weapons has a separate attack action on the panel at the bottom of the screen. You can click on an attack icon to view firing arc and consider what position on the battlefield would be the most advantageous of your ship. Select an attack action on the panel at the bottom of the screen to attack an enemy with the click of the left mouse button on the enemy ship. Each turn you can use each of the ship's attacks. Once maneuver your ship in battle, attacking different weapons to make the most of our ship's capabilities. Dorsal port. Oh, I see. No, not that one. Not that one. That one. But I don't want to do multiple. That one just seems... I feel like we're very close. Some ships are protected by shields. To deal damage to such an enemy, you must first pierce their shields. Two shields array cover the ship's sides. One protects the bow and the other its stern. When facing an enemy ship equipped with shields, choose your angle of attack wisely and direct your fire at the side where the shields are weakened or completely depleted. Note that the enemy's shields recover each round. The Rogue Trader's flagship is likewise protected by shields. If the enemy attacks you from the side where the shields are weakened or depleted, the ship will take damage. Flagship's damaged shields do not recover at the start of the next turn. Instead, they can be restored using a restart shields action on the panel at the bottom of the screen. Restart the shield reduces the flagship's combat efficiency on its next turn. It will have reduced movement speed and firing range. Got it. Okay. So don't get up their arse. You don't need to be up their arse. Shields up! Nope. Can you reach him, Captain? This could take a while for me to get used to. I didn't know the shield's depleted. Where are you going? Pew, pew. Excuse me, how do I know if my shield's depleted? Does it actually say? Okay, getting that one. Ooh, that was great. Alright, I'm gonna do this because I don't know if my shields need. Yeah, how do you tell? There's no. Maybe there is, and I'm just not seeing it. It's so slow, but I don't know what I'm doing. How come they can fire at me from such a distance? Wait, let's move. Unavailable? Why? No, don't fire on me. I thought there would be like a, you know. Have a feature here. I really suck at this. I see. Okay. Oh, so this is our shields, right? Okay. I'll be facing the wrong way. Okay, got it. Okay, I think it's kind of twigged. Cool. Okay, cool. That was pretty okay. Once it kind of twigged into my head, that was it. It was great. Enemy attacks can penetrate your shields and damage your ship's hull. The damage remains even after battle is over and must be repaired. Open the void ship management screen to make repairs. Use scrap to repair your ship and restore its hull integrity. Scrap can be found while exploring your star system, collected after certain space battles, or purchased from merchants affiliated with various factions. Okay. So what if I do E? We can do maintenance? No, don't take it off. How do we... Upgrade? No, we don't downgrade. There's no compartments. So the ship levels up? That's kind of cool. So... Aha! There it is. I was just sitting looking for buttons. It's like, I don't know what buttons you want to press. This is Dead World. Altered Templin Calixix. That's yeah, we're not welcome here. Drusus' Blessing. Dead World. Okay, well let's go to the Dead World. It is indeed a dead world. Okay. Let's another ship. Drusus' Blessing. Lord Captain, we have a flagship Drusus' Blessing with a small escort dead ahead. They are requesting a direct Vox channel passing you through. Vox channel clicks, and after a brief pause, a low voice hails you. Greetings, Lord Captain. I am honored to speak with the rogue trader of House von Valancius. May your name be known through the ages. Chartist Captain Ostorius Forfast, bearer of the free charter of the merchant fleet. How can I be of service? What is your squadron doing here? We develop supply routes for the Chartists. You see, my ship is a representative of the merchant fleet in this part of the Imperium territory. Yet we do not have a fixed charter-defined trade route. Our mission is to establish business contacts with voidfarers in need of regular ship repairs and those who are interested in specialized goods. Oh, I see. I want to take a look at the catalog of components available for purchase. So, I can, yep, I'll have that. I'll take that. You've received new equipment for your ship. Ooh. To install it, open, okay. Of course, now we cannot, but we can do it. Void pirate trophies. Okay. So they only care about camp trade. The merchant is not interested in this cargo. Got it. Okay. Thank you very much. So wait, I now have. Ooh. This is plasma drive provided at 11 speed along with strong acceleration and brake. don't know where this goes. Oh, it goes on the engine. So I just upgraded my engine. Got it. 4. Okay. 4 ship weapons targeting data granting 90% hit chance of 5. So that goes here. Cool. Okay. Got it. Thank you. Off the football we go. Who's coming with? I do actually. I'm sorry. I love Adira. I do, but Cassia. Her that it's just perfect. It's just perfect. City that we're planning. Good place that's not gonna get murdered. I hope. I hope. Your ladyship, forgive me for not welcoming you with the appropriate obeisance. We were told that you would prefer to arrive in football incognito, and so we are trying to attract as little attention as possible. I'm here on behalf of the Leisure Footfall. Lord Vladimir Tokara. The Leisure waits the chance to speak with you at his residence, but if you happen to have other business to attend to, I can serve as your guide and tell you about the station. Cassia's lips curl slightly. This is so familiar. Behind the amber-colored scattering of words of welcome, far less appealing hues lurk, murky and diluted, the look of someone accustomed to lying and hiding their intentions. Adira jerks her head, shakes it, and then hisses through her teeth. Someone's coming, and they're coming for us. Watch out, Lord Captain. Abelard sighs and casually places his hand on his weapon. Who's coming? Judging by the voices, there's a lot of them angry. They've got teeth, but they aren't that sharp. Their strength is in their numbers. Hey, what are you talking about? What could you mean by such a cryptic She doesn't get to say the rest.
Hey, newcomers!
God damn it!
How's this for a warm welcome?
I just wanted to land somewhere where I'm not gonna have to murder people.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
I will level you.
Well now. Oh no, Cassia. Yeah, Cassia could be there. Go, Cassia, if they all stay here. But we'll put Abelard over here. Grand strategic mark scenario 4x4 in battlefield. All allies.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Okay. backline wise, in the backline area gain. Okay.
Me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
And then rear. But that's at the very back, so we're good.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I am a navigator, not
are.
a servitor.
Is that gonna hurt? Is that the code one? That is. I really don't want.
If I may,
It's too close.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
Damn it! I just wanted to. Yeah.
Victory is imminent.
Gonna bump.
I will do my duty. Target well struck. At your beck and call.
Oh, she could do that all over again. Okay. He too can do this, so. I just realized. That's me. It's okay. It's like I just realized something. No, I didn't realize anything.
Running binary override. Request approved. My vow is to serve. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Don't touch me.
Flesh is weak, yet iron knows no pain.
Let's get to it.
Oh, there is a lot of thugs.
Integrity failure detected.
Oh. Okay. I'll do it.
Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the
What the
Emperor's
hell?
judgment.
I didn't know there was one up here.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
No, we'll stay here.
Scared yet?
Oh, don't hit him. Please don't hit him. Oh, man. Stop hitting him. Please don't hit him. He's gonna hit him again.
Faith shields me.
Show me what you've
There,
got.
he's totally dead. Oh, he
Let's make it quick.
that was really high pitched. I apologize. Okay. Guardian is can't touch this.
Indeed.
I'm very tempted just to run back.
Follow my lead.
Here we go.
No, miss, please miss.
A temporary setback.
Let's get to it.
Stop it! Don't go for him. Do not do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't you dare leave us now!
I'm here, maggot.
it. Alright. He did it.
On it. But of course. Was that you? Or will do.
On it. I'll make it happen.
here's the question. Let's take 2. Get pretty much all 3 of them. Well, if she hits them.
Each strike is a prayer. Faith without deeds is worthless. In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Murder!
As the Emperor commands.
Okay, that's not really who I wanted to murder, but you know, that works. Murder!
Eradicated.
Murder!
Doubt is for the weak. None can
we
escape
murder
the
one more time?
Emperor's judgment.
Murder. Ooh. Oh, we'll murder.
As
no.
the Emperor commands. Eradicated.
No, she can stay here. I'm gonna get her. Yeah, it gives her all it
Here's
back,
my
so-
perfect moment.
I'll do it.
This could murder him.
Each
Let's murder
strike
him.
is a prayer.
It's not going to murder him, but it'll.
Faith
it'll
without
hurt.
deeds.
This could definitely murder him, though.
Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
And she's right here. We were just getting our payback for Pascal. Let's bring her here.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
They really are. But you know what? Just
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Now you're clad in scarlet.
I didn't know they were gonna die. Please tell me they were back. They were bad guys. They were totally bad guys, right? They were totally bad guys. They were totally bad guys.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I'll do it.
I'm guessing right there. There is a few more left.
In the name of House Orselio,
So if
I
get her
shall
to-
prevail.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Get him. Dead.
For you, my Emperor.
Come on. Got one more hit.
As the Emperor commands, I...
That sucked. That sucked. It's like every time we arrive somewhere, someone wants to murder us. The shivering young servant looks up at you with horror in his eyes. Protect me. They killed. Every time I warn them. And then they all go. Dear Emperor, our Lord and Savior, how could this have happened? Who could have thought? Adira spits on the ground in annoyance. Stop quivering and washworm and answer me. Who dare attempt such an outrageous attack? Your ladyship, those guys are Amvers. They're a gang. They're the worst. I'm telling you, they're scared of no one, not even the lead, Takara. Glances around like he's expecting more bandits to appear. Does this kind of thing happen often around here? Shooting? Yes. Attacks on nobles? Not very often. Unless it's the Amvers. They're vicious. Not a week goes by without them killing and gutting somebody. They're wicked heretics. They respect nothing. They follow no rules. Go and report this to the liege. Yes, I'm sorry, your ladyship. I'll go to report to the liege. They killed her. Killed my lady. Oh, this is terrible. They did kill your lady. I'm sorry. I'm gonna loot her body. This is terrible. This is
I always
not
keep my options
exactly
open.
the welcome I was expecting. Tall hunched tech priest stares at you unblinkingly and breathing mask conceals the gaunt features. The skin on his hands is of a sickly grey hue, while his augments show signs of combat damage and are plated in black chromium, giving him a general air of what the fudge? Lugubriousness. Lugo Gabriel. No, I can't say that. How do you say that? Luke. What is that? What is this word? What is this word? What I don't know what it is. I don't know. What is that word? Initiate an identification procedure. This unit is defined as Locus Opticon 22 and is a fully authorized representative structural part of the Cognizance Fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals, donations. Initiate an official greeting procedure for the esteemed high-value visitors. Glory, success to the House von Valancius. A Binhara Galleria begins to flow from the scratched voice, the vox map attached to the tech priest's chest. Requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation logistica feta. Pascal and the Opticon 22 exchange glances in the short series of Binharic signals before bowing their head in satisfaction. Opticon 22's head bows noticeably lower than Pascal's. I want to make a trade deal. Because why in the fudge not? Gloves of endurance. Deflection gloves. These gloves allow the wearer to parry melee attacks and target designator. Whenever the wearer hits an enemy with a dead eye shot, it reduces the enemy's deflection by 1 and applies +1 exploit to the end of combat. I want to get rid of these, but I can get rid of holy gifts. I'm not entirely sure. I must actually find out about all this and you know which is right to keep and what's not.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
It's just random dead people lying around. Ooh. We haven't leveled. I like that one. It's just random people lying around dead.
Let us not dawdle.
Here, this has to be like a button press of like. Yeah, there has to be like a code or something. Okay, we will keep our eye out for code. Do I just get rights to everything here? I'm writing to inform you that 2 days ago, the discharge was interrupted by a raid launched by the Anvers gang. In the attack, 3 loader servitors were put out of commission. Furthermore, 1 cargo container serial number VDA A1 16165 was stolen along with its contents. Well, that sucks.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust. That's how it's done.
Destination Janice, covered in dust, must have spent some long time in the docks. Are you thinking that Servitor's your father? I don't think he is, my friend. I have no idea. Wait. Oh, it's time for her to have her. Okay. Definitely, I think assassin works for her. Oh. Are you ready? Are you from the realm? You may pass without check. The order came from the liege to let you through. Okay. No checks for me. Got it. Ooh, bureaucrats. I do like a bureaucrat. Ambers are driving us up the wall. Oh, great. This is just dock. Wow, this is just the docking place? Now is our time, not theirs. Go to their homes, drag them out of their beds, carve open their bodies like carcasses. The slaughterhouse, the Imperial Naval, Caspalic, Accorda, and Von Valancius. Their names mean nothing now. Tomorrow we'll erase them from memory. Go and seize power as much of it as you can. That's rude.
What a peculiar thing. I always have a backup plan.
Okay, well, let us... Oh, I killed all these guys on the other thing. Oops.
Just as I
Alt
planned.
central spot in games of Darius. Can I, like, squeeze through? Excuse me, peoples! Life of St. Drusus, volume 3. Okay. Open door. Where are we supposed to be going? I don't know. This place feels like it's gonna be huge. Ready? Ready? Let's go. It takes so long. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna be attacked again.
Is there money to be made?
This place was intended to be merely a hall within the temple, but now a whole city has been squeezed into it.
A rational decision. Ecclesiarchy temples lack the critical functionality that a void station requires, unlike the chapels of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Oh, hold the line. Oh, now hold the line! The buzzing crowd has closed in on several harried-looking individuals. Some of their faces are smeared with fresh blood. The angry cries and twisted faces leave no doubt a massacre is about to take place. Just cut their throats already. What were they thinking letting that ship dock at Footfall? They're all stricken. No, no cutting. We get their blood on us, we'll be tainted too. Better burn them. What? What's happening? Who are we burning? Oh god, there's a hand. Ah! What is this? Probably a statue, but still, it scared the hell out of me. Be quiet, you scoundrel! Priest, clad in a simple black raiment, cuts through the crowd like a void ship crossing the sky. You dare pass judgment on others? What arrogance do you think you have the right? Argenta starts at sight of the elderly priest. That's Reverend Hieronymus. I'm surprised he's decided to intervene in a street squabble. You're gonna watch in silent for a little bit. Reverend, but these are heretics, real heretics. Their whole planet is plagued. Folks say they all died over there, and why is that, huh? Because they're heretics and the Emperor punished them. We're no heretics, one of the people surrounded by the crowd raises his chin. We ran from the heretics, barely escaped with our lives, and there was no plague on our planet. Only the arch enemy's minions, a whole army of them. He spits on the ground. If you want to blame anyone, blame those who abandoned our world. Blame the governor, blame the tech priest, blame the masters of Kiava Gamma who forsook it in its darkest hour. Oh dear, that's one of my protectorates. What is going on here? Several dozen gazes bore into you. And who are you supposed to be? A concerned citizen, an armed one. I suggest you think well before giving me problems. The rebel aroused gives you an upraised look. You've got a point there. I wonder if you can back it up. Oh. Silence. It looks like he's doing it again. Silence. You must be completely out of your minds. A band of woefully dim-witted reprobates who think themselves bringers of justice. Who are you to pass judgment on anyone? All you ought to be doing is suffering and repenting till the end of your days. And what's so wrong about that, Reverend? You just want to put these heretics to death. We just want to put those heretics to death. We're not heretics, the haggard man is on the verge of this. We're refugees, I swear it on the golden throne. We served the Imperium faithfully until they hung us out to dry. Where were the protectors that were meant to shield the hands of humanity from nightmares? Traitors and heretics, the lot of them. A murmur runs through the crowd. The people gawk at you, at the priest, at the wretched group huddling in the center. Oh, how tiring. The motley sea of colours that fills this restless crowd is hard on the eyes. So many hues, but most of them are acid yellow streaks of fear. Their red buds swelling, ready to burst and paint all over who gathered here. Garcia looks at the crowd of troublemakers wearily, and shudder at the sight of her. As for the hearts of those who have been forced to defend themselves, they are shrouded in purposeful black grief. But the words are as transparent as the ice that lies atop the glacier. But commoners are always deaf to others' suffering, for such is their nature. Interfering in their affairs is hardly worthy of you or me, Titania Bonshire. Yeah, I could sneeze again. Bless me. All onlookers are to return to their homes immediately. The refugees can go to Dock Alpha Row. I will speak to you later. Comply or face consequences. Rebel Rouser looks at you mercifully. I don't want to get in trouble over this lot. The refugees use the interruption to make off in the direction of Dock Alpha Row. Those refugees are from my, protectorate, so I want to know what the hell's going on. It's back again. The arrogance and self-righteousness of a malefactor. The priestess shakes his head disapprovingly. Then his eyes shift to you. I am Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso, head of the Drusian mission here on Footfall. I thank you for stepping in. Please come see me when you have the time. We can talk then. I would like that very much. Dude, I cannot pronounce name. Okay. Still selling old knickknacks for everyday needs. What? Excuse me while I come and read the paper on the floor. We need no rulers. We are not an organization. We are a force of nature. Okay.
I always keep my options open.
Brutality prevails.
Okay, Herald of what? No, we're not getting anything. Am I going the right way? Right, definitely want to go here first.
Because Baraka tricked
Maybe I shouldn't.
some footfall. Them fairly blatantly at that. And the Ordo Xenos is in no hurry to rectify the situation.
Okay, well, nothing I can do about
Always
that.
keep your eye on the prize.
My patience. You remember the way out? Dismiss. He looks like the demon headmaster. And if you don't know who the demon headmaster, then you're not as old as me. The tall man in the austere grey clothes makes a show of looking past the woman he's addressing. Vladame, Vladame, Vladame. What Ashai put such harsh words into your mouth? You talk like you're an imperial clerk, not one of us. The woman who is standing with her back to you lets out an ostentatious sigh, then her tone changes dramatically. Where's my cargo, Vladame? Valko has it, doesn't he? So that's how you do business with your old friends these days? So, you don't remember? Then the help will remind you. Guards, escort her out. Hidari moved. The massive guard leans down to the woman and says in a lowered voice, Jay, get going while he's letting you. Go drown your sorrows at the Damascus. And thank your lucky stars you were able to walk out the door. You won't get a chance next time. First an insult and now threats? I see courtesy and tact are no longer a valued commodity on Footfall. Oh well, I'll find myself a better deal. She turns on her heels and heads towards the exit. And as she passes you by, she gives you a quick once-over, winks at you, then immediately turns away with a flip of her jet black hair. The tall man who's long since noticed your presence, studying you intently. Vladame Tokra, lead your footfall. Let us please proceed to my office. A spread befitting a visitor of your rank is waiting. Your entourage will be accommodated nearby. I was expecting a welcome more befitting of a visit from a rogue trader, not a scene. My apologies. There was no sign of disrespect towards your esteemed personage. Please allow me to prove it. You gotta remember, I am higher rank than him, but I need to be wary of him. While you are engaged in small talk, you get a chance to take your measure of the liege, Takara. His expression is aloof and focused, his gestures curt and firm, and his speech calm and quiet, as though he's used to people always listening to what he says. Judging by his observant gaze, he has been studying you in turn this whole time. Let's talk business. On behalf of the elite of Footfall Station, I offer you my condolences, Lady von Valantius. We mourn Lady Theodora's loss, and we hope this sentiment is taken as a sign of our good intentions and willingness to cooperate. I accept your condolences. He gives you a long look and says calmly, I'm not versed in the language of the aristocracy, but I do hope that you didn't say anything unsavory. Either way, you've established a certain distance between us, and I will make note of it. Ooh. I am impressed by your prudence. Your decision to arrive on Footfall incognito without announcing either the death of the previous rogue trader or your own status. It was quite wise. The rumors will spread sooner or later. It's impossible to keep secret something that's known to the thousands of people serving on a void ship. But for now, you are free to reap the benefits of anonymity. Ooh, your outstanding intellect is known beyond your home system. I've heard much about your rare acumen, or I should say about your profoundly impressive results you managed to achieve by using it. I've always had a fondness of individuals who can destroy their enemy or gain a powerful ally with just a few well-phrased sentences or precisely issued orders. The corners of Vladimir's mouth twitched, bringing his expression dangerously close to a genuine smile. As you may have noticed, Footfall is currently in a state of crisis. Its people would benefit from a patronage of a figure such as yourself. Well, I was attacked right outside the docks. An outrageous stunt that showed disrespect for both you and me. Sadly, such incidents in Footfall are akin to natural disasters. Impossible to predict or preempt. They simply happen. Many consider Footfall to be a pirate den. But believe me when I say there is a difference between organized crime and a gang of thugs who have nothing to lose. You are attacked by the latter. The Anvers are a gang of punks who spit on our customs and hierarchy. Even their leader is more akin to the ideologue. A rabble-rouser who calls for the people's heads, not a commander. Sooner or later, we will find him and have him strung up. That will likely cool his followers' enthusiasm. Behind the carefully built facade of composure, you sense an anger. It appears that this man is not used to losing control, but that is exactly what is happening. I would like to know more about the Anvers gang. Why haven't they been dealt with yet? He grits his teeth slightly before answering. I've been using all my resources to delay the moment when the station is hit by famine. I haven't got around to the Anvers yet, and detrimental as they are, they're no players. When their leader dies, the rest will scatter. Grin at him. I can tell they've been a real pain for you. I bet you'd love to gut those jokers, wouldn't you? Come on, admit it. You would, wouldn't you? A shark-like smile appears at Vladim's face, bloody and vicious. Back where I grew up, they called it throwing someone for a loop. They carve a particular sign on a person's forehead, and then load them alive into the slag disposal chute and send them out to orbit the station. Every 30 years, we clean the orbit and count how many stiffs bearing which signs have been floating around. You have no idea how much I want to throw those little thugs for a loop like in the good old days. So who was the woman the wardens threw out? Vladim's expression hardens and he makes a frustrated gesture. A dead woman walking. Some, however, still call her Jay Hidari. A small-time hustler with big ambitions that will lead her to a sticky end. It's strange. A small-time hustler, even a particularly audacious one, wouldn't likely quarrel in public with a figure as important as the Liege of Footfall. What seems stranger still is that the Liege knows this small fry by name. She is irrelevant. Since I'm the one in control of the situation of Footfall, I can speak on behalf of all of its noteworthy residents. And what exactly is the situation in the region? Troubling. Xena raids are growing more frequent, trade is suffering, and fringe worlds are going under. Rumors of atrocities being committed by enemies of humanity are causing excessive panic due to their exotic nature. The core of the Imperium forces of Cronus Expanse has departed for the sector's borders to combat the Xenos threat. There have been no word from them for a while now. Then again, with the distance and the current issues with the astropaths, that's not entirely out of the ordinary. Still, we're not yet alone. From several of the worlds hit by the Xenos attacks, we've received reports of fierce warriors who descended from the sky and entered the fray. Fragmentary accounts lead me to believe that the blessed Adeptus Astartes, that's not how you say it, Astartes, are operating in the Cronus Expanse, and I await news of their victories with great anticipation. Commonly known as Space Marines! These genetically engineered super soldiers are the most powerful and ferocious warriors of the Imperium. Have there been any Xenos attacks on Footfall? No, there haven't. Attack on Footfall in general is not a particularly reasonable thing to do. Many ships are docked here at any given time, and even listed weapons on board would make for a decent fighting force. And that's not even to mention the firepower that our esteemed merchants have shamefully hidden from the station's customs officials. For us here, Xenos are more of a source of income than a threat. The dame freezes, gauging her reaction. You should consider your words more carefully. An admission like that sounds dangerously close to heresy. I hear you. You must have misunderstood. What I meant was loyal servants to the Emperor often trade their spoils here on footfall, including those acclaimed in battles with otherworldly beasts, and any other forms of interaction with Xenos are, of course, persecuted without mercy. And what sort of patronage do you seek from me? Protection. Not military protection, but a different kind of security. You have, of course, already encountered difficulties with warp navigation on your way here. I'm afraid the scope of these difficulties extend far beyond this area. Reports of disrupted routes and ships vanishing during short jumps are coming in from across the entire sector. Communications with the Calyx sector has been extremely unstable. Of the ship that has dived into the moor in recent years, none have yet returned. And the last ship that came through the moor from the other side was struck by a temporal anomaly. The jump took almost 2 decades in real space-time. You have heard of periods of warp instability, including cases where the moor would become completely inaccessible for navigation for years on end, thus temporarily cutting off the Coronis expanse from the Imperium. Even so, Vladime's words are particularly alarming. It seems that something has had a profound effect on the moor. A huge warp storm stretching across the galaxy, the result of a catastrophic rift in real space. And this brings us to our main issue. Footfall is a repair shipyard and trading post, and we barely produce anything ourselves, and are largely dependent on incoming shipments, especially food shipments. The station naturally has some reserves, but the supply issue didn't start yesterday. Footfall would be obliged if House von Valancius would assist us by signing a contract for food deliveries. I can't be the only one you've asked for help. Sure, I tried contacting the rogue traders, but the term of the House Quarter would have bled Footfall dry, and as for this esteemed Caligus Winterscale, instead of a food shipment from him, I received transport of the Navica packed with refugees. I had to send them off to Foulstones. So many extra mouths to feed would have only worsened the crisis further. I suppose all these warp fluctuations must have created more pressing concerns for the Lord Windscale, and so I put my faith in you, the third and last of Footfall's allies. So Footfall is cut off from all its shipments, the local gangs are running wild, and the local hustlers are throwing tantrums in your residence. Are you positive you're in control of the situation? Vadame listens with a stony expression. You are very perceptive. Well, now you know what you're buying. The situation is difficult, but should you decide to offer your support, you'll forget about the existence of trading hubs other than Footfall, because you won't have more loyal friends anywhere else. Oh, if you are so fond of my acumen, then do not insult it by putting on a brave face now. We both know that you have far greater need of me than I do of you. Vadame listens with a stony expression. You are very perceptive. Well, now you know what you're buying. The situation is difficult, but should you decide to offer support, you'll forget about the existence of trading hubs other than Footfall because So what are the terms of this deal? It's simple. Delivery of food shipments from your fertile worlds, Janus, I imagine. I'm quite familiar with that jewel of Devon Valancius Protectorate in exchange for fair payment. Payment will be unfair, as I will be robbing you blind. If you remain in charge, do we have a deal? That is a reasonable business proposal. I wouldn't have gotten this much from the esteemed Sidia Corda. She would have both robbed us and asserted her own authority, and so I agree. He pauses and adds with a dry smile, You're a dangerous woman, your ladyship. I have some questions about Footfall. Rest assured I will be candid. My lips are bound by oaths of service. What exactly interests you in Footfall? This abode of merchants, xenotech traders, and only a few bandits. And what oath were you referring to? There's a certain custom on Footfall. Any rogue trader who arrives at the station docks is considered to be its absolute ruler. Excuse me? and the liege their loyal servant. That makes me your servant. The Dime's arrogant, bare, and contradicts his words. However, as long as you remain incognito, it will be difficult for you to use this privilege. Keep this in mind if you wish to communicate with the less knowledgeable inhabitants of the station. For them, you are an ordinary visitor to Footfall. What a fascinating custom, useful too. I defer to your judgment, your ladyship. Something tells me you used to be a bit of a bandit yourself. You aren't wrong. My path was long and bloody, but in the end I rose from running a gang that had staked its claims to a treatment filter station to become the Liege of Footfall. Many died to make this possible, and those who survived figured it would be more convenient to put me at the head than continue the slaughter of turf war. I can only hope that my elevation and peace that came with it have done the station good. Much has become clear. There can be no misunderstanding between us, your ladyship. So who holds the reins on the Xenogoods trade? The Casablanca Commission, a criminal syndicate that has seized control of the entirety of the coal trade in the sector. Xeno's creations are in high demand, and so every single colony has a Casablancan agent or two. Posing their commercial interests is a lot more dangerous than using their merchandise. He glances at you cautioningly. Not intimidated by them, obviously. I do everything in my power to keep them away from the Footfall, but my power has its limits. I have no more questions. I'm glad to have satisfied your curiosity. Well, where would one go to make a few deals here on the station? Here, I am the main dealer on the station, and it would be disrespectful of me to suggest that you take your business to Footfall traders of lesser importance. Still, you might take an interest in a few people of note. Example, Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso, this servant of a word I still can't say, is rumored to be purchased sacred relics from captains and their traders. Don't seem keen on becoming his competitors. If you're looking for goods that can entertain, you find Octaviana at an establishment called the Adeptus Amascus. The chemical bliss that she offers is refined and possesses a satisfying degree of purity. Just don't ask her to pour you her signature drink. It's meant for common Footfall rabble, not discerning clientele. Okay, well then let's get down to business. I am interested in your wares. I am at your service. You're going to expect the most generous discounts. Okay. I'll have that. Clearly don't have a high enough reputation with you, but let's see what we can give you. Beautiful, okay. Nice to me. I'm not sure if I can like completely. For me, I get really confused. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so we're actually the head of this place, but we can't say anything because we came here, you know, incognito. Lord Captain, I'm pleased to report that the inspections have been completed and all identified system failures have been resolved. The void ship is ready to depart Footfall. The crew is waiting for you further instructions, and there are also a number of issues that need to be addressed. Okay, well, that can be addressed after we've taken some shore leave.